This episode of the Nerd Council's podcast is sponsored by Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Take on the demonic forces of Lilith and the elder god Cathan as the Hunter, the first fully customizable original hero in the Marvel Universe.
Play as characters from the Avengers, X-Men, Runaways, and more iconic Marvel teams to deploy your own squad of heroes to take on enemies, utilizing combos, environmental attacks, and heroic abilities.
This tactical turn-based game from the creators of the XCOM series is one Marvel fans will enjoy playing, utilizing superhero flair to defeat the forces of evil.
Marvel's Midnight Suns, out now. Hello, welcome to the Nerd Council, your home of everything nerd culture. Hi, my name is Ludo.
My name is Timmy.
I'm Ryan.
It's your boy Joey.
What's going on, guys?
The usual. You know, we just literally finished recording
That
the
is true.
episode. Back-to-back days. Back-to-back days.
Remember like in school, double lesson?
Oh my god, I hate double lessons at
Double
school.
period.
No,
Oh,
I love double PE.
Double PE.
Double PE was the only good one.
Yeah, true.
But then you have like double RE.
I didn't
I didn't mind double science.
I didn't really like PE like that in school.
What?
Play for all the
What
time.
were you-
I didn't.
See,
I didn't.
wait, so what were you doing in PE at school?
Yeah.
Sitting, talking.
No, I get that.
Fair enough. If you're just talking, fair enough.
Playing paintball sometimes.
No. Literally for us, just
Okay.
only sport PE, sometimes basketball, cricket.
No, they rotated, man. We
Cricket
had, like,
rounders,
ta-
wibbles.
Yeah, we had softball,
Yeah.
rounders, cricket, rugby. Like we did everything at basketball.
I found out I was athletic later on in life.
Because they make you talk, they'll make you talk. That's not PE. Fair enough.
All right, let's get into some news.
Prime Video has surpassed Netflix as the #1 streaming service in the US, according to research by Park Associates.
I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised. I'm kind of not surprised because one thing I don't like about Prime, why has it got still pay for stuff on the platform?
Because it's available. It's just
Some stuff is free, some stuff isn't.
yeah.
But what am I paying for then?
You're paying for the
free
stuff that's free.
We have to
No.
remember, your Prime subscription encompasses
Delivery.
free premium delivery, free shows, free music service, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff for like $7.99 a month.
What you're getting for what you're paying for is very good.
Yeah, but I get look.
They have,
And you also have the
You have-
potential to buy these things.
and you can rent movies.
Yeah,
That-
what rent the movies?
So no, but you can.
They got rid of blockbusters for the very reason. Renting movies became
No, but
obsolete.
Prime gives you the option.
no,
You can either stream the ones
see-
that they provide for you, or you can, for like $2.99, you can go and watch
This is the
another
thing,
movie.
though, a lot of people
Netflix,
still
you can-
rent movies.
Exactly.
A lot of people still rent movies. It's still a very lucrative market. Like it's not
Why did blockbusters go out then?
because
model, 'cause you have to go physically.
Yeah, convenience.
Yeah.
Convenience. Like no one wanted to go to a store to rent a DVD.
I've bought a
Like,
movie off of
Yeah.
Prime.
So have
I ain't doing
Like people still buy DVDs.
I think that's how I watched Train to Busan.
What?
What on
Prime, I think so.
It's
At the time,
very
I rented it.
useful for that.
One thing as well I'll say is like what a lot of people forget is there was like a bridge over. So Blockbuster you had to physically go to the store and then there was that Love Film where you had to order it.
Yes.
I had Love
and it came to
Film.
your house.
Rent it came to your house.
Yes.
give it
And
back.
I used to rent.
Yes.
I rented a few games from Love Film.
I rented a few games from Love Film. I didn't return. I love games from Love Film.
Heavy Rain.
Bro, Love Film was
Sorry.
Woo. Okay.
I apologize.
Peter Dinklage will voice Scourge in Rise of the Beast, the main villain.
This is the new Transformers film, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the trailer?
Yeah, it's decent. Obviously, because I grew up watching obviously the
Michael Bay.
no, not that. The animated.
Yeah, the Beast Wars ones.
The Beast Wars,
yeah.
those were sick, so I enjoyed watching that. So it's gonna be interesting.
I'm not invested in
I'm
the
kinda- yeah, I'm
Transformer
kinda mentally
movies.
tapped out on, like,
I don't even
Transformers
know.
material.
I can't. I don't know where I signed up.
I'm-
number 3, but I feel like there's been 4 movies since.
I feel like I'm clinging on to nostalgia because obviously I watched the Beast Wars cartoon series, so I get that. But then also it's like there's no Michael Bay, so there's no explosions.
Is it not?
Nah, it's not Michael Bay, bro. So there's no explosions. I think the Transformers look a lot cleaner. They're not like too metallic or too futuristic in their design, so you can actually see what they actually look like.
Yeah, and who's who?
And who's who?
With
Yeah.
the
So
silver throat, yeah.
I think it'll do all right, but we'll have to see.
I watched Bumblebee. That wasn't
I
great.
didn't watch that.
I
I
like
didn't
Bumblebee.
like the premise for it.
It wasn't great.
I think it's just for unnecessary.
Bombi kind of became, because it became so popular, it kind of became like a Harley Quinn thing. Like, do you really need your own thing?
But how did Bumblebee become more popular than Optimus Prime?
Because the
I think 'cause he's
novelty
yellow.
of the character.
Yeah, novelty. He's
'Cause
yellow.
remember,
He's
he couldn't
yellow.
really speak.
He couldn't speak.
Because of the radio.
Yeah, that one.
Yellow. And his second most iconic
Autobot.
Autobots.
You think it's the... Okay.
Oh, yeah, after Optimus Prime.
Yeah, true. Okay, we'll see about the film in it, but I'll watch it, but we'll see.
Everyone seen the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer?
I have not. Wait, no, just tell a lie.
No.
I saw the clip of Drax throwing the kid's face. I didn't see that, but I haven't seen the full trailer.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
Are
the
you
full
back to
trailer.
not watching trailers?
I'm not watching Guardians trailers
Why?
because you've got people like Drax in it. I don't see a point in really watching it. I don't really see a point.
I can't lie, I like Drax.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'll watch the movie when it comes out, but I know there'll just be a lot of elements about it that I don't enjoy.
I haven't watched it, and I'm subscribed to Ryan's theory of not really trying to watch MCU trailers because it might reveal too much to me.
Fair enough.
And
What I
ruin
got from the
expectation.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer, the radio was portraying it. It reminded me of Avengers Ultron, where it kind of looked like, we thought Hawkeye was gonna die. But actually, it seems like in this trailer, it seems like Rocket's gonna die. It's just from the.
If they felt like another character might die, maybe Mantis as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm in sort of the similar camp where I'm like, the first trailer that comes out is the one I'll watch. Everything after that, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because again, I think like Marvel is in this pocket of hand holding. The MCU, I should say, is in this pocket of hand holding the fans too much, where they reveal too much in the trailers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I watch one trailer, that's enough for me. I don't need to see anything more. Then when I get to the film, I'll see everything I need to see. That's it.
And you've seen the Ant-Man and the Quantumania trailer.
I did.
So did they release a new one? How many have they got out?
so there was
Are you still talking about the first one that they released?
No. There was I believe there was a teaser trailer. Then there was the official trailer where they showed.
What was it the last couple of days?
Yeah.
Was there any? Wait, did they show another one? Oh no, because there was is it Brazil Comic Con or some Comic Con when they showed they showed the new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, and I think they showed a new or another Ant-Man Quantumania trailer. I haven't seen that one. I've seen the one from before. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I've only seen one trailer.
Yeah, I've only
which is
seen
the
one
one where
trailer as
Kang
well.
walks out and he says what he's got to say to Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
That's the only one
I
I've
think
seen.
they dropped another one yesterday.
And you've seen that one,
Yeah.
didn't you? The new one.
Yeah. It's just alright. Nothing too crazy.
Is how different is it to the one before?
It feels like it's just a different part. There's nothing.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Yeah. It's not,
I'm not
you
watching
ain't get nothing out of it. That's what I'd say.
I know I'm not watching it because I know there'll be something in it that'll just be like too revealing.
Daphne Keane says the Acolyte is Star Wars' first ever Sith-led story. Oh, I'm so buzzing. man.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
So buzzing, man.
It's about time they stepped away from like Jedi's and
Jedi,
traditional
Skywalker family.
They're still gonna worm the Skywalker in there somewhere, man. They're gonna worm it in there somewhere. I guarantee you.
No, the Acolyte said like 100 years before.
Did you read the comments? Are you familiar with this story?
I don't know which actual dark side user that actually speaks in general, but I know it's obviously dark
Is
side.
this gonna be set before the Sith Rule of Two?
For Darth Bane, I'm not too sure. I think so.
I hope so.
Or around Darth Bane, around that period. But
I see.
I'm finally happy we get a proper villain-led.
I'll just say yes.
Offering each other.
Okay.
Dark side movie. Definitely, I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Moving on, Doctor Strange 2, Hayley Atwell says Captain Carter didn't fit a vision for Peggy.
I don't think she did for either of us either.
Captain Carter did not fit her vision for Peggy. What do you mean? What does that mean?
She just never saw herself as being. She never saw Peggy being Captain Carter.
I mean,
I think it was just a portrayal as well. The portrayal was pretty.
They were pointless characters at the end of the day.
I didn't watch the movie.
They were all throwaways.
Doctor Strange 2, more of it pointless.
Oh, I was thinking of
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. Oh, it was pointless.
Yeah.
oh right. Wait, so when you say she didn't envision herself being Captain Carter, as in like she didn't expect her characters to go in that direction?
Yeah, and she didn't like the portrayal, basically. She didn't like the portrayal.
They should have kept Captain Carter limited to
Anime.
Anime, I agree.
100%.
I feel like they could have. I feel like if anything, they could have actually given us Captain Britain, but not as Peggy Carter. If they were going to do anything. I mean, because it was a throwaway anyway, so they might as well have
They just wanted to say, hey, look, we've done this in the anime.
yeah.
We can bring it from the anime
Yeah,
to the live action.
it's a callback to the What If series.
But you see, the issue I have with that is that remember in the trailer we saw Doctor Strange, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's the Doctor Strange from
yeah.
the What If anime," and it didn't even freaking happen. I feel like it's a pointless callback then. Like, do you know what I mean?
In Doctor Strange 2, we did get the zombie Doctor Strange, the dead one.
Yeah, to be fair, we actually did.
We did.
Okay, you're kind of right. Okay, Alright.
So there was a lot of callbacks to what there. So, alright, cool. A new trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse dropped December the 13th.
I'm watching that.
I will watch that.
I will absolutely see that because we haven't had that actual trailer.
I will watch that. I will watch that the minute that trailer drops. Yeah,
Was
I got
it
that
a teaser
logo.
trailer that came out?
It was a teaser trailer because it was him in the bed and he's doing I'm a cool guy, I got new hair, and then Gwen pops up and is like, oh, I need your help.
And he's growing a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and then they cut. So I think this is gonna be the first actual trailer.
Okay, I don't need to see a trailer. I'm watching the movie.
Yeah,
I didn't say
agree with that.
Spider-Man
I don't need to
Spider-Verse
see a
is a
trailer,
Christmas movie.
but
Cool,
I want to watch the trailer.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Facts.
It's kind of,
In fact, we'll make it a Christmas movie. We'll make it a Christmas movie. Yeah.
When's it coming out again?
Next year?
2023.
What month?
I'm not too sure.
No, it might even be 2024.
What?
No, it can't be
No,
2024.
surely not.
Nah, because it was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah,
It got
you're right.
pushed
It's
back.
2023. Yeah. I think it's I want to say August or September.
Fair enough.
I feel like it's August, September. Yeah.
That's a top 3 Spider-Man movie.
Best
awards.
Spider-Man movie in my opinion.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Best Spider-Man movie in my opinion.
It's third for me.
But what?
Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Oh, what the Sam Raimi ones?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
1, Spider-Man 2, then Into the Spider-Verse.
Meant to be coming out June.
June.
Yeah,
Okay.
June.
Okay.
Just I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 2099. Obviously, Oscar Isaac is playing that. So.
Oh, is he? Yeah. So I was getting a lot of work, man. He getting that money.
man.
Bro, he get that paycheck.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Director Peyton Reed says Kang is trapped in the quantum realm.
That's another reason.
I didn't
Another
even need to
reason.
know that.
You need to know that. Why are you hand-holding us? Why are you hand-holding
This
us?
is the issue I have.
Bro, I'm
man.
gonna watch your movie.
Like,
I'm gonna find out.
let
I'm
us
gonna
find
find
this out.
Because do you know why it makes it more annoying? You've already got the market share. Who you like?
Like, who are you really like? But this is my thing. Let me put my coffee now. It's my thing with the MCU. Yeah, we've had 11 years to build this fan base. Yeah, to build this franchise, and it's gotten to a point where it's like, okay, we're good. Like you've got everyone, right? If you're still invested in the MCU, and you're not, in my opinion, if you're not doing like the reading, as it were, and you still needing to like, oh Marvel, what's happening next? Like,
Oh,
tell
who's
me
this
everything.
person? Yeah.
Jack, I feel like you're almost wasting your time because it's like. I would have thought like if you're that invested in this franchise,
You do the extra. You
do the extra work
Yeah.
because then you're now having to wait for things to be sport for you
To
or
be
sport for
spoofed.
everyone
To
else.
be
You don't even
Yeah.
have to do the extra work. Why don't you just be pleasantly surprised?
Right,
yeah.
right.
Just enjoy
and
a
if you have
movie
questions
like
after,
movie
ask the
intended.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember like how movies used to come out in
Yeah.
the 90s and the early 2000s? You could
Them
just go to the
just come
movie
out.
and
them
find out
nice
you enjoy
trailers,
it.
yeah, they don't take you nine.
You just enjoy the movie.
You watch the trailers in the movie.
Them 90s trailers, I'm just getting flashbacks. Them 90s trailers, yeah, they would show you mad flashes of everything. You don't know what the fuck that film
Random
gonna be about.
explosion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you're watching that film. You're watching that film 100%. It's just too much hand holding with the MCU fans, man. I don't know what it like. I feel like Marvel needs to just be like, do you know what? Here's a trailer. We're gonna give you nothing. Obscure everything.
Make
right?
your own mind up.
Make your own mind up.
And, the great thing about obviously comics and things a lot, you can make your own theories. It builds debate. It builds thing up. Make your own mind
That's
up.
why-
Come up with your own ideas.
That's why WandaVision was a success because it would allow people to have the time to create all these stupid, as it were, theories
And
because,
ideas
And
and
ideas,
plot-
yeah. But if you're not telling us everything that's gonna happen,
What's the point? It takes the fun away from that.
choices, man, choices.
This episode of the ELGATO podcast is brought to you by ELGATO and the new Wave 1 microphone. Now, I know you're probably thinking this is some generic podcast ad, but mate, you cannot deny the sound quality. The new Wave 1 has allowed us to deliver an incredible audio experience for you guys, while still allowing us to deliver the same great content you all love and enjoy. So go check out the new Wave 1 and see how it can improve your audio content. Now, back to our episode.
All right, anyway, let's get into our main topic of the day. We are talking about Marvel's Midnight Suns, the brand new game from the creators of XCOM and 2K.
Fire Access Games.
Fire Access Games, indeed. Thank you very much to 2K for sponsoring this. Well, 2K, Marvel, and Midnight Suns for sponsoring this episode. Much appreciated. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. So, obviously, prior to the game's release, there was obviously the existence of the Midnight Suns in Marvel Comics. How much of that do you know about?
As you know about Blade, Magic, Doctor Strange, obviously.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
So I'm the rookie here, so I rely on you guys
Kashana
and
the
the
Spirit,
game
right?
to fill me in.
On who the Midnight Suns were?
Yeah. So
Obviously, there's some characters that obviously the casual Marvel or MCU fan wouldn't know about. So, for example, like Kashana the Spirit Rider, Nico Minoru, and Zola Vil. So Kashana, she's an Apache woman from the 1800s.
Right.
And obviously, she was obviously her and her family basically her family got killed by obviously US Army, and she basically tried to pray to her creator to get vengeance, but she ended up praying to the spirit of vengeance.
Right.
And she becomes a spirit rider. She becomes a rider over time, and she gets her revenge and whatnot. After a while, she even becomes the source supreme of her era as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and also Nika Minoru, she's a part of the teen superheroes group called Runaways. Everyone knows about that.
Yeah.
Runaways.
I met them in the game.
Yeah, and she ends up, inheriting a cool weapon called the Staff of One.
Yep.
And obviously, Zoe Lavelle, she's a descendant of Mary Lavelle.
Okay, that's the first voodoo.
Yeah, family witches and whatnot.
Yep.
But the thing about her, obviously, she wasn't as talented as of people in her family, so she went to someone to basically get powers, but she was obviously selling that piece of her life force and whatnot, so to speak, and got those powers, and she ends up dying.
Okay.
But she gets brought back to life by her ancestor, and she basically becomes like a living dead, basically like a undead zombie.
I just knew Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part,
Obviously, Wolverine is in it. Obviously, the original Wolverine.
there's been a rotating roster of the
Comics,
in
yeah.
the comics.
Different iterations have slightly
Yeah,
different members that make up the team. Generally, like Ghost Rider is like a founding member. Doctor
Strange. I think at one point you had
Blade, Wolverine, Magic. Yeah.
I was gonna say Brother Voodoo was in there.
Morbius.
Morbius as well. Yes, Morbius is one as well. Yeah. I think also because we've had certain characters in the main films coming out, I think a lot of people was questioning will we ever get like a Midnight Suns type film ever happening? Maybe we'll see.
That's probably a long way down. There's so many characters from different iterations of comic book teams, like people from Avengers, Runaways, X-Men, obviously.
And I think at
Blade,
one point,
what you got going on?
they went through like a rebrand because initially it was the Midnight Suns SONS, and because it started adding more, I guess, female characters to the roster, it became the SUNS. I don't know how recent that is, but I know it's obviously tied with the game as well. There's a rebranding there. So in terms of the game's version of the Midnight Suns, I think it's still the same. There's similarities between the two where they're still fighting Lilith. Chthon is in there. The usual, everything's very much magic-based, magic-based enemies.
Supernatural
stuff. Did you read the Titan comic?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
Pretty decent. I like to talk about Zol. So she's seen a vision. She becomes a problem. Yeah, I read the comic.
There's a vision?
What comic are you on about?
No, I'm talking about the
game.
Titan.
I read the other one.
No, there's another. Okay.
I went straight into the game, baby.
You're straight to the game. All right, let's talk about the game. So, what do you guys think of the story of the game itself? Because obviously, again, it's very similar to the comics where you've got Lilith, Chthon, demons, but obviously you also got this character of the Hunter, who is.
I'll let you guys take it away because the way I tackled this game, from my perspective, because I played XCOM, I rush straight into the combat.
So you skip cutscenes?
Yeah. So
there's always one.
So I'll let you lot take it on.
No, okay. So I feel like for me the story fleshes out very nicely. I've played about 10 hours of the game total at this point. I think the story is very much one way. It takes its time, kind of exploring the Hunter as a character. His or her connection, because obviously there's character customization, to Lilith being your mother, and then you being resurrected to defeat her once again.
Because you're the one that can defeat her.
Right, yeah. And you're this, I guess, super powered being who has, ties to the darkness because of who your mother is. And then it's this exploration of how you interact with the modern world, the other characters from the Midnight Suns, and in the focal point, which is the Abbey, where you kind of do your general RPG type stuff. It's a good story so far. I've had some interesting interactions. Obviously, Hydra has evolved now because Hydra were the ones who resurrected Lilith.
Yes. But usually Hydra, they're not involved in this.
No, they're not.
That's their change from the comics.
Hydra and what's his name? Faustus.
Faustus is involved. Yeah. How far have you got?
I'm 8 hours in.
Okay.
But he's at the start.
Yeah, I know. But
so he opens to her too.
I'm trying not to do spoilers.
Okay. I
it's meant to spoiler free.
I mean, we can talk about what we need to talk about. But
I played 8 hours. I recruited Spider-Man, and that's where I.
Okay, so I've just defeated Sabretooth.
Okay.
With Wolverine and the Hunter.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. So there's a lot that's happening. I mean, you faced Venom at one point.
You've been playing.
Many
Yeah, I've been playing.
I got to Venom.
Okay.
I got to
No,
Venom.
you faced him more than once.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is he recurring?
Yeah. I think I've faced him twice.
Fallen Venom, I got to Fallen Venom.
Yeah. How many hours have you lot clocked in? So he said 10. I've got about 8.
I'm probably about 3 or 4.
Okay.
6 to 7 hours, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I think people play.
I would say that I've definitely played enough to get like a good handle of the game. Me personally, I appreciated the cutscenes because I'm not that well versed in like the Midnight Suns as like a team and their comics and that. So the concept of like a Lilith or a Kafon, I kind of needed it to be explained to me.
Yeah.
And with the amount of cutscenes that are in there that progress the story, I needed that. So to have like a full understanding of what I was playing.
All right, so speaking of story progression, how do you guys... We'll get to the combat and everything in a minute. But in terms of, like, the Abbey setting, and obviously that's where you do the most of the RPG type stuff in the game, where you interact with the different characters, you're building friendships, as it were, literally and figuratively, in order to improve how you play the battlefield. What do you guys feel about that?
I don't know how you find the right balance, because outside of combat, you do
way too much time.
Need to inform the audience who these characters are, since you have a plethora of characters to choose from.
Right.
And you do need something to kind of stymie the pace of the game. But finding the correct balance, I don't know how you do that, because I did not enjoy my time in the Abbey.
Okay.
Slowing down to that pace outside of...
I feel like we spent too much time in the Abbey.
Too much time?
No, spent too much time. We spent too much time in the Abbey.
Yes, what I mean.
Yeah. Because you don't... Beyond just running around inside the mansion,
You don't do that.
You have to go... You have the option of going, exploring around the grounds and doing the ruin challenges and everything.
But it seems like the actual only combat stuff is done outside of the Abbey.
Yeah,
like, the Abbey is just there like
so the Abbey is almost like a hub. The Abbey is where you do your character development.
Similar to XCOM, but XCOM do it in a way where, because your soldiers are expendable, you don't need to get to know them. You just need to handle the business side of the game. Whereas here, it's very much team and relationship based. So you have to go speak to everyone.
I understand what these are character development, but after a while, because I know and well enough, I'm kind of well versed in the Midnight Suns and all the characters anyway. I kind of stopped caring for their character development there.
So like for Blade, you already know.
I don't really know Blade. I know Magic. I know.
I think it's more or less. I think it's less
I quite enjoyed it.
It's Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel, all that.
But I think it's less about you knowing them. I think it's
I know.
your
I know, but I think it's. I feel
them.
like you spend too much time there.
Yeah, for me it was a little tedious.
I mean, I think what I found myself doing is that once I understood the system of the building friendships and what it means later on in combat and developing the characters.
Obviously it helps, but...
What I found myself doing was that I was sticking to certain characters.
Yeah.
So at the moment, a lot of my focus...
You only stick to the characters you care about. Like me, I only stick to Blade and Ghost Rider.
Right, so exactly. So basically, I've literally only been like, I guess, building friendships with Carol Danvers, Blade, Doctor Strange, and Ghost Rider, because those are the characters I tend to pick with me when I'm going into combat, and it's paying off because with the increase of friendship, you get this. There's a certain card that might come up where you get to do like I guess like a tag team combo, which is exclusive to certain characters depending on how well you develop the friendships.
Right. So it behooves you to
so there is a payoff.
There is a payoff
within the combat system.
It gets personally, it just gets a bit tedious.
The process of doing it.
I think the process.
This side of the room, it was a bit slow for us, but that's your side of the room. But you guys pretty much enjoyed it.
Outside of that, it's outside the friendship side of stuff. In regards to the Abbey, what do you guys think of like the card system, the forge, the day and night cycle as well? How do you think about that?
So the day and night cycle was also one of my gripes, because having to go to sleep every time before resuming the mission. The game was that enjoyable. I just wanted to keep.
You want to be in that.
There was a point where I wasn't doing story missions. I was clearing all the side missions because I wanted to just keep going again with combat and exploring different characters. But having to go back to my room
every time,
hit the snooze button, wake up, and then go to the mission select, that was a bit long.
I agree.
Because the actual combat, I enjoyed it. Because when I first saw the card system announced, I was apprehensive. I was like, Marvel, what are you guys doing? Is this going to be a loot box system? Am I going to have to roll the dice or blah, blah, blah? Turns out, it's actually made it more fun.
No, I thought it was quite good. I think they simplified it as well. It wasn't too hard to get your head around it. It was quite simplistic when it only needs to be. It was done quite well.
Yeah, I think the day and night cycle was my biggest issue because it's like you finish a mission, I want to do like another 2 or 3.
Yeah, straight
At
up,
least,
straight up.
and I understand like certain things that happen in the Abbey take like a day cycle or whatever to actualize. For example, if you go to the Forge to upgrade the Forge and upgrade certain things within the
do
area,
research,
take like research stuff take like a day. I understand that. I completely get the concept.
But actual missions, I feel
to
like
tie missions to
should-
that as well.
That should occur outside of that.
Yeah, I agree. Like I should be able to do multiple, at least even if it's one main story mission and multiple side missions, I should be able to have that choice to do that.
Yeah.
Instead of having to do one mission, finish it.
I hope they do something similar to what Anthem did, where they went back and patched certain things. Where you didn't have in Anthem before, you had to run around and do X, Y, Z. Hopefully they patch this so I don't have to keep running around and I can just keep selecting off, reading off missions, because I was enjoying the game.
I think it kind of breaks the pace of where you play as well. Because again, I understand the main thing they want you to do is go back to like the Abbey, reconnect with the characters, check your deck, upgrade it, and stuff like that. And I will do that.
Yeah, I was happy to do that. Anyway.
But
How do you like that system with like upgrading the deck and that?
I like it. Like it's interesting because I got to a point obviously where I've upgraded the Forge now. So like when you go to Tony Stark to get your cards and stuff to create them, initially you start off with get to pick 1 of 2. Now I'm at the point where I can pick 2 or 4. So there's more of a choice to what cards I want. And then obviously if I've got duplicates, I can take cards, upgrade them to make them more powerful. So the card system I think works really well, especially because every character plays very differently as well. It's not a case of like every character is more or less the same type of moves.
That's one of the positives is the variation of the cards for the different characters. Like my personal favourite so far is probably Blade.
Yeah,
same.
I think he just has the best attacks with the cards for me
I'd probably
personally.
say Ghost Rider because when he gets like that Hellbuster thing, the Hell Charger.
That's it. That move
Hell
is sick.
Charger.
Mine's
but the
Blade with the stake.
Wait, with that you have to forfeit your whole hand, innit?
But see, if you play it
You gotta play it right.
it's the game. It's
I have
the
to learn
game.
the hard way.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I might have restarted a few encounters or two.
But also, I really enjoyed the tactical elements of the card game, the card system. It reminded me of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, drawing your cards and whatnot. It was really cool. And obviously, I'm usually someone I've never really like turn-based games like Pokemon and stuff. I ain't got the patience, but it really makes you invest into that to help build it up, build those combos as well. I really did enjoy that, and tactical element makes you really think. Okay, who works the best together?
Yeah.
What actual action should I do? Should I just button bashing, right?
Yeah.
It takes me a button bash, real tactical. Okay, what's the best plan of maneuver? What's the best action to go forward with as well?
Because even me, I had to change my way of thinking because I've come from the XCOM type of game where you'd have like 6 people on a team, you'd be able to take cover, and with that you can avoid shots, you can better pick shots. There's no hiding in this.
There's not.
You literally...
You hit your licks and take your licks.
Yeah, because in XCOM you'll be dropped on a map, you'll make your way through a map, you'll discover enemies, and then complete your mission. Here, oh no, you just get dropped on a map, take out everyone.
That's it. Like, if you don't take out everyone, one person's gonna be left behind.
So I really had to think. Like, wait,
this game,
I can't hunker down and hide behind a car.
No.
Okay.
And even then, I thought at least like with there's the movement system, so you can move characters.
Yes.
So I even thought then it's like, okay, if I move my character away from the enemies, then I should be right. But now it's like, okay, they're gonna come to you.
They see you. Yeah.
So what do you think of the heroic point system for certain cards? You know how certain cards need like a certain number of heroic points before you use them.
Yeah, I think that's...
It makes sense.
I think that's fair.
Balance out the game.
Because if you want to be able to do that, then you need to invest time into that character.
Right.
It's the grind, isn't it? Every game has to have an element,
some sort of grind,
element of grind to it.
And it's got to add stakes
What
to
do
the
you
battle.
guys that morality system though?
Oh yeah, so with the hunter, yeah. So but this is where the interactions with the characters in the Abbey come into it as well, because that also gears towards whether you're going to go more towards the light side and dark side, and then that also reflects in your cards in your deck as well. So I'm kind of at the moment balancing between the two, only because there's a card the hunter has. I think it's like a whip. I can't remember the name of it. So you use So you get like knockback effects and stuff, which I think is great. And I also paired that with like healing cards as well. So it's kind of a mixture between the two. So I don't know whether or not I'm going to go full light side or full dark side.
Oh, I'm going all dark.
You go all dark.
100%.
Always.
But
If you get the choice, in the game, you always go dark.
You go dark side. I always do it.
oh no, man.
Every single game.
I've done it since
I'm a good person in real life, so
It's infamous.
No, I know, I get it, but I think it's just also.
This time right, being a hero is boring.
I'm not saying being a hero is boring, but I feel like in terms of like the Hunter's deck that you build out, like I'm a big fan of support characters in it. I play support roles very, very well, right? So the Hunter at the moment, my Hunter's very much like, I guess, like attack support. So like healing, buffs, it's all on him. Then everyone else out there doing damage, and he's just there like kind of supporting when he needs to. So if I gear towards more of the light side, I'll get more of that kind of support package. But if I go towards the dark, it's all damage. It's all like, you know.
that's what I want.
That's what I'm doing.
I understand, but that's a tactical element you want more support stuff. I totally get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At least it's giving you the option to play more to your skill
That's
tree.
the strategy you use. Obviously, some of us like attacking, going straight forward, going in, and seeing mano.
I'm taking you out.
You got the biggest power. Let's go from there. But obviously, it makes you really think about what strategy I'm gonna use, what tactic I'm gonna use. You can't just button bash and just try and run through everyone. You can't.
True.
So it really does make you think.
What do you think of like the environmental stuff?
I like it.
Do you think it's too much?
Why too much for you?
No, I'm just asking the question.
Nah. I wouldn't have suspected that I would need certain, like, to do certain actions in order to leap off of tables on that, but
Right.
it's made battle more interesting. Because, like, where you are positioned on that map also matters.
Yeah.
Because you can maximize the amount of damage you can do. So it's not just a case of, all right, I'm dropping you on the map. You throw a rock, I throw a rock. No, where your place matters. So it's pretty much positive for me.
Okay. All right. You know, Brian? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in
same
agreement,
sentiment,
to be honest. I've got no issues with it.
Who's your team?
At the moment, it seems to be the Hunter, Captain Marvel, and then I switch out between Blade and Ghost Rider. That seems to be like my main team that I'm running with, because with like Captain Marvel, when she go binary, like you're stupid, and then she's also got that ability where she like throws like a photon beam and it kills,
Photon
like,
beam,
yeah, and
it goes a straight line,
right? And you've got like the same kind of thing with Ghost Rider, where he creates like the lava drop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you knock enemies into it. Like
you can tell I just recently got off the game, bro.
I think what it means, I use a lot of like the knockback abilities.
Yeah.
So I'm either knocking enemies into each other or I'm knocking them into the environment. So with that kind of play style, like again, it's down to play style, down to tactics and stuff. Like so for me, it's like I'm getting Ghost Rider to create like a Hellfire drop behind some enemies, and then Kyle Down is coming in, knock back up here, knock back there. Same with the Hunter, whip here, whip there, and then Ghost Rider comes in with his car, wipes the whole map over. Like we're done.
When the Hell Charger comes in,
we're done. So it's really interesting like how differently you have to play with every roster of characters you play with, because there's certain side missions where you can leave the Hunter behind.
Yeah.
So
that's what I've been banging out.
Right, same. So it's like there's a lot to consider.
What about you, Ryan?
My team?
Squad?
Hunter, Blade, and Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I got the exact one.
That was what it was going to be from the start.
Always.
But I probably will start as I play a little bit more. I will start to take different people out. But I love Blade and
Another
Ghost
thing I like
Rider.
about this game, it makes you use the different characters differently. Other games, you use all these different characters the exact same. It makes you have to use them very differently because they've got different skill sets, and they actually promote using those skill sets differently as well.
Like I'm planning on getting Wolverine into my team.
Yeah.
Of course.
I want like Spider-Man. It's fun to play with.
As someone who's got Wolverine or has used Wolverine, I don't think I'm going to put him in my team.
Okay, why is that?
His moveset's not what you expected.
It's in comparison to what everyone else is doing. Like for me, I'm like, why don't I need Wolverine if I have Blade?
Yeah,
because Blade plays very, very similar in where it's like you can do multiple attacks. But obviously with Blade, you've also got the bleeding effects, which
big help when I take
big
out
help.
Venom.
Big help against Venom.
Listen,
big help.
That bleed damage. Oh, okay.
Big help. Like, and I don't know whether or not I need to maybe play.
Everyone in your team's got to have a role. You got
right, exactly.
Exactly. You can't have two or three of the same types.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not fitting you in because of nostalgia.
There we go.
It's got to make practical sense.
They've
They've made this game make practical sense with some with,
Right.
with a lot of these
But I'm
characters.
gonna have to get Wolverine in there anyway.
I see what
For
you're
a
saying.
mission or two.
I feel like Iron Man is gonna get underused.
Yeah, he should.
What you say?
For one, it just doesn't make sense in the environment.
Yeah,
Supernatural.
I'm not a big fan.
When I think Supernatural, I don't think Iron Man.
No, but
that's-
he's got some good moves.
He's got some good
I know,
moves.
but I'm thinking of the environment of
I was gonna ask this
the
question
ecosystem we're in. When I
about
think
the
Supernatural, I
game.
don't think Iron Man, so I don't really want them there as well.
Go on.
So the inclusion of, I'm not going to say Doctor Strange because he's been involved with Midnight Suns, but I would say more the inclusion of Iron Man and Captain Marvel, who don't really have any ties to like the supernatural. Like,
But
how do you feel about that?
I feel like weirdly enough, Captain Marvel kind of works, and even Iron Man works in a sense where it's like
game, innit?
Yeah.
don't have
Okay,
time
because
to
obviously
do that
at the beginning of the story, it's
yeah.
like they don't really know what the threat is. So obviously that's why Iron Man's there, and they find out it's like supernatural. Then like Doctor Strange's like, well, we're gonna go to the Midnight Suns. You know?
Yeah, but it's more fun having a different variety of characters. You don't
Yeah.
want them all to be magic based.
Fair enough. Yeah, but Magic, I don't forget about Magic. I really, enjoy Magic as well.
Actually, no, Magic is actually
She's top
very, very
four.
good.
Yeah.
She's I actually forgot.
She's my first reverse.
Yeah, I forgot about her as well.
Magic's my first reserve.
Because she's, again, because I use knockbacks and stuff.
Portals.
The portals,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
But-
And her stashes.
yeah, Magic is actually, I forgot.
That Soul Sword.
I forgot about Magic. No, yeah. Okay,
my
yeah.
first reserve, yeah.
I'm gonna have to start playing with some, like...
Wait. Magic is the blonde one, right?
Yes, with the sword.
Yeah.
That sword, bro.
What's the name of the cursed one?
Oh,
forgot her
with the
name.
staff.
Yes, I forgot her
From
name. Minot.
Runaways, Minot.
You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But yeah.
Have you used her?
What, Magic?
No.
Yeah.
With the stuff for one.
Yeah.
Minimally,
Sometimes,
minimally.
yeah.
I feel like she...
Her buffs help me here and there.
Yeah, I feel like she's a hunter replacement. I feel like if I'm not going to have the hunter in the team...
I feel like you got. I feel like you should do.
Yeah.
I feel like you're
We
the
should
hunter.
use everyone, yeah.
You're the main character.
do you
so
know
you
what?
kind of
That's
should.
probably the
The
only
hunter
character
should
I
kind of
don't
be a
love.
mainstay.
She's probably the only character I don't love.
I think
Because I got
she-
used for Doctor Strange. I got used for Iron Man.
Yeah.
Blade I love. Spider-Man love.
I ain't really got used for Iron Man.
I think Iron Man's at the bottom
Yeah.
of the roster at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of
Okay, her and Iron Man.
Okay, so in terms of the current roster of characters that we're definitely going to have,
Oh, you've got the whole list
I've got the
already?
whole list.
Oh, yeah, be telling me. Let me...
I mean, it's not really spoilers because everyone kind of knows, right?
Yeah, go
So
on.
Iron Man,
realistic.
obviously, you eventually unlock Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Venom, Morbius. Scarlet Witch is going to be the most fun to play with, in my opinion.
I hope so.
Like...
Because we've seen what she does from the start.
right. Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Blade, Ghost Rider, Storm,
Okay.
Magic, Deadpool,
Deadpool.
Hulk,
As you know what I mean?
yeah, and Nico Minoru from the Runaways. So, what other characters would you want in this game?
Let's all give 3 each.
Go for it, okay.
God, yeah.
We'll go around. We'll go one.
One on one. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Cyclops.
Why Cyclops?
I need an optical beam.
Why
I need an
Cyclops,
optical
man?
beam.
Of all the, okay, fine, okay,
Punisher. Punisher.
okay. I think Rogue would be good actually. I think Rogue could be because
Quick health freaks come up.
yeah, quick, you know, do. Bit of a tank on the
Punch you
field.
through
Yeah.
the environment.
It'd be
Destructible.
interesting if she has any kind of like secondary abilities. Obviously linked to her like if she could steal powers or something like that.
Or does she still got beef with Captain Marvel, don't it? Because that's how she really originally.
That could be a good storyline actually.
Yeah. 'Cause that's how she got her powers.
Yeah. Right?
4.
Oh yeah.
Shout.
Bro,
I forget him.
that'd be too easy though. If you just
I mean, Captain Marvel's there. So.
Do you know what I mean? If you can have
you
these-
would have okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, fine.
Magneto.
Ooh.
Shout.
Okay, yeah.
But remember, doesn't just have to be heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From when you say Venom,
that was a good point to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I just realized after saying
I last
Magneto.
one. Okay, Daredevil.
I think you kind of lost me that one, bro.
Yeah, because you got Spider-Man. You got Spider-Man.
Of all the Marvel characters you could...
Hey man,
Listen,
listen why. Daredevil, he's a devout Catholic. You see all these demons and that. They're gonna mess with him.
Oh, so you're here for
With the holy water.
he's here for the story now.
Stay punching.
And the holy water, I rebuke you. The power of God. I'm here for all of that.
Who else would I want? I'm trying to think now. Mephisto would be a good set.
Okay.
Mephisto could fit in very nice, actually. even again with the stories like, you know, Lilith's here, fuck Lilith, you know.
I'll take over.
You know, I'll take over instead. Yeah, I think Mephisto will be really good.
So you think he's such a big character. He can be a villain in his own game himself, though.
Hey, listen, this season...
More the merrier.
Yeah.
It could be a villain in one
You
of the
see the
seasons,
card
isn't it?
system?
Yeah, bro.
Human Torch.
Yes.
That'll be
You got to have a fantastic
No,
season.
you got to
Him
have
and Silver Surfer, it's easy money.
I think
I think Silver Surfer, I'd have to lean to
low
more.
key, Invisible Woman would be better.
Yeah, she could be
barriers,
in the
invisibility.
For tactically, for combat,
listen,
How can I
I don't
forget
mind.
Doom, Dr. Doom as well, because he's in the comics.
He was in the comics, yeah.
Don't
That's
know.
Alright, listen, they've got a roster they can because the card system makes it fun.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like because every character is different, so you can
Right,
actually
you
have.
ain't saying the villain.
Yeah, what villain would you pick?
Oh, I didn't say a villain. If I had to pick a villain,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. That's tough. That is very tough. Loki.
Yeah, I can
he's
see.
a good. He's a good villain.
Okay,
I didn't
yeah.
want to pick him because obviously he's tied to 4.
Yeah.
But Loki.
Loki could.
He's a
yeah.
very good
What?
villain.
Supernatural, all that magic, it can work.
Yeah. Punisher.
I thought you said
I said that.
Did you say
He's
Punisher?
a hero.
Oh, did you say Punisher?
Yeah, he said
He said Punisher, but as a hero.
Oh, you know what he meant. Yeah, he said the
fine,
character
yeah,
anyway.
I don't class Punisher as a hero, bro. I just class a guy who beat
Guy,
his
a
D.
guy.
Would Black Panther work in this?
See, I was thinking it, but I was gonna say touchiness of the death with Chadwick Boseman. I don't know.
Oh,
I know. It's not the same world, but I was thinking maybe later down the
To
line.
be fair, it does count because obviously in the comics, he's the king of the dead, technically as well.
Yeah.
So supernatural stuff, dead, it can work in that aspect.
Maybe like season 3.
Season 3 will include Black Panther.
Yeah.
But it can work. It can work. I see where you're coming from. It can
Okay.
work. Because he goes talk to the Sea of Dead, Necropolis all the time. Goes talk to the dead. Goes talk to the ancestors. It can work.
It could work. I'm just thinking tactically as well. Like, would it?
Oh, his cards would be crazy.
Would it?
I think Black Panther's cards would be crazy, man.
I mean, he did ask for Daredevil, so if he's asking for Daredevil,
Yeah.
Black
I mean,
Panther makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Daredevil's just a cheap Black Panther.
No, really cheap Spider-Man.
They're all in the same vein.
Yeah.
It's the same realm with, you know, like, yeah, okay.
Enhanced humans.
I'm trying to think what the characters I'd want to see in the game. I can't lie. Invisible Woman's really sticking with me because I could just see how mad she would be tactfully on the field, like, but I'm trying to think who else would be good. Obviously, Mr. Fantastic could be alright.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't really get the same.
I've never been a fan of his powers.
Yeah, I don't really want too many men of science in it. Even though some people say magic is another form of science, but I don't want too many logical men of
Timmy, you ain't
science.
said your boy Hawkeye.
Hawkeye would be good though. No, really,
Tactically,
really,
you're good with the arrows. Yeah, different types of arrows.
Because I think obviously, like, there's obviously like in the mindset, it's like okay, there's certain characters I like, certain characters I don't like. But if you think of it in terms of
Just
tactics of the game,
Variety of attacks,
yeah, various attacks. Hawkeye with a couple arrows, you know, a chick arrow here, with volley of arrows there. It could work.
It can work.
Don't discount Hawkeye, you know. Okay, so in terms of what you've played so far, how would you rate the game? In terms of if you had to give it a score.
6 out of 10.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do an overall score. Then do a score for like combat, and then do a score for the RPG elements, which is the Abbey and stuff.
Okay, so combat. So far, where I am in the game, probably give that 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Abbey stuff, give it a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
But overall, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. That's like a nice, happy medium.
Medium. Okay. Rudo.
Probably combat 8. Abbey stuff about a 5. 7 out of 10 overall.
Yeah, I
I just think the Abbey took a bit too much away from me. Man.
it's weird because I like exploration and stuff, but I don't think the Abbey is quite as interesting enough for me to be like, let's not do like missions and go explore.
How much time
fully.
you have to spend there is not as
I
interesting.
appreciate it.
It's
Like
not
I
as
said-
interesting as it should be.
It's not as rewarding as it should be.
Yeah, that's
as
it.
well.
That's
Yeah.
the key word, rewarding. Because, like I said, I appreciate. I don't know how you fill that time in. Because
Like the grind should be fun. Even the whole friendship thing, the grind should be fun, but I don't think it's as fun. So if I had to rank it, rate it, I think the RPG Abbey stuff is like 5 on a good day. Combat, I think, is like a solid 7. I think once I really get into like the nitty gritty of it, it'll go up. I think at the moment it's like a 7. So overall, 6, 7 out of 10 for the game, which I think is fair.
especially considering that I had low expectations for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played the XCOM game in my life, so I don't even know what.
For me, I've never really played like a card-based game like this, so I was a bit apprehensive going into it. But
yeah, card-based, turn-based games never been a fan, like Pokemon and whatnot.
The combat, I say I give it like a 7. But for me, I'm still trying to work out my best deck of cards.
Yeah.
What cards to use, what tactics to use. So it can go up. It can go up. Do you know what I mean? And with the Abbey, yeah, I'd probably give it around about a 5. I'd probably rank it overall about a 7.
Okay.
But I would say where I've left off from the game, it's definitely left me in a position where I want to carry on playing it.
Yeah.
I want to like play that.
Yeah.
I want to see the story through.
When you see how the story progresses,
Exactly,
how
yeah.
your character progresses,
I want to see the rest of these characters.
what extra unlock,
Yeah.
how these powers look, how you unlock them, how you put them together. It makes you interested in all of that.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of annoys you even more. You want to play the missions back to back.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't want to go back to the Abbey too.
Apparently, the game takes about 22 hours to complete.
Is that it? Oh, I would have
I
expected
think
more.
is it 22?
But a lot
I
of
might be
games,
wrong. It might be a bit longer.
a lot of games nowadays are pretty like short anyway. So
I think that's just the main mission as well.
Okay.
Outside of side missions. To round off, what would you say to someone who says that this game is too niche?
I don't think so, because Pokemon is one of the highest selling games ever. Every time it steps out.
Do you not think?
niche in what sense? The
The
card
card system.
The card system. It's not.
You watch Pokemon,
it's
you
not
watch
a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
typical action game. I would say don't go in with preconceptions.
Yeah.
And
If you're someone that loves action only,
Yeah.
it might not be for you.
but I don't even think that.
I mean,
you know?
but because of the
Because some people just want to button
But a lot of
bash.
people
yeah,
that button bash just bump your head over the table.
Because you
It
know
might not
why?
be for you.
Because the card, I was going to expect the card system to be a more intricate kind of thing and more time consuming to get my head around. It's pretty straightforward. So
It's easy to get your head around, so
you
that
can
helps.
get straight into it. The tutorial was there and very helpful.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that niche at all.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that is it for this episode of the No Council podcast. Thank you once again to 2K, Marvel, Midnight Suns,
Yes.
and anyone else for supporting and sponsoring this episode. We'll be back with more content for you guys very soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Midnight Suns content on the way. And that's about it. Make sure to follow us on socials. Hashtag the No Council everywhere. Until next time.
Follow No Council.
Enjoy your
Everybody,
Christmas.
Enjoy Christmas. Happy New Year.
Bye, people.
Are you a content creator looking for some new kit? Well, ELGATO has a quality range of products just for you. That's right, ELGATO isn't just for gaming content. From the chroma key green screen, the key light which provides studio quality lighting, and of course the new Wave 1 microphone providing outstanding quality audio, ELGATO is there to meet all your content creation needs. Visit elgato.com and check out the full range of products for more information. And a big shout out to ELGATO for supporting us.